every year we've been talking about recession coming, right? Maybe the timing of this is kind of like a warning shot, because it's end of the year.
Before going on holiday.
Before you're YOLOing, thinking that you're going to resign after you get your bonus next year in January.
2026.
So as you go for your end of year holiday, take a step back and think about this.
He was not happy that they uploaded the CCTV footage, given his son is a minor. There are PDPA laws, there are gag orders in place for crimes involving minors. So maybe they could have blurred out the kid's face.
Really? You think there's a legitimate argument for that?
Going to the father's perspective, I think he behaved like a dick.
It's almost the holiday season, which means you might already be panicking about what to get your loved ones. But don't worry, we've got you, because with our service called Folklory, you can create the most meaningful gift ever. A personalized podcast all about them. But what does that mean? Basically, one of our interviewers will chat with you or someone you choose about your loved one. All done over a simple 30-minute phone call. We'll ask about your favorite memories, inside jokes, and life moments, and turn that conversation into a beautifully edited podcast they can listen to forever. So it's a story about them told by someone who knows them best. And we make it super easy. No prep, no tech stress, no leaving your room. Just place your order and we'll handle the rest. We have recorded folklories for hundreds of people across over 20 countries. And we're proud to have a 5-star rating on Google across every single review. And if you want to make it extra special, we can send your folklory preloaded onto our limited edition folklory speaker. It's designed to look like an old school cassette, for the feels, but it's actually a Bluetooth speaker. So you can play it anytime, anywhere. So order now at folklory.com or WhatsApp us at the link in the show notes. Trust us, it'll be one of the most meaningful gifts you have ever given. And now, on to the podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Yala, your thrice weekly podcast where we talk about the hottest news with a touch of what, Terrence?
Good old humor.
Good old humor, man.
Yes.
Well, for those of people who are listening, what's different about today's episode?
We are doing it. What's that? What's the one?
Offsite.
Yeah, we're doing it's a dispatch.
Dispatch. Dispatch, correct.
Yeah. In the style of the rest is politics.
Oh, yeah.
Where, we are world-weary travelers going around and can only have time to record a podcast in our hotel rooms. Right?
At 2 a.m. 1 a.m.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. right now.
It's 1 a.m. here, but in Singapore,
London,
Singapore is what?
Singapore is 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yeah, we're always on the go, We're always working, right?
Yeah, and I mean this is after traveling from Singapore to our first destination. We were there for 14 hours.
Yeah,
and then took another flight to London. Came to the airport, and it's 1 a.m. and we are recording an episode just for everyone listening.
Never stops,
Never stops. 3 episodes a week, no matter where the hell we are in the world. It'll come out. So exciting lah. And this is the first day as part of our week in London.
Yeah.
The first 𝗖𝗵 Goes International project. How are you feeling, man?
Right now, tired. won't deny it. And the next few days is going to be even more intense.
Yeah, it's going to be more intense. I think we have already started posting stuff on our Instagram, so you can follow our journey. We're going to be doing some super interesting stuff. One of which is a live podcast recording in London, in Westminster on 6th December, Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And I think by the end of today, everyone who commented on the post that you're in London and would like to attend would have been informed. I think we have very limited slots, so you will receive a message that you will be joining us on Saturday.
Yeah.
But because it's a limited, very intimate setting, don't pangseh.
Yeah. Please show up.
Yeah, don't pangseh. And I mean, we have one more day of our merch sales.
Oh yes, that's right.
That's ending at midnight at 2 to 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, 4th December.
I like to say I field tested the hat. I've been wearing a hat on this whole journey.
Oh, that's true. In 3 countries already.
Across 3 countries, 2 continents.
Yeah.
And it's worked out fine so far, right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been a long day. Because I mean, the first country we stopped wasn't just like a 1-hour transit. There was a 14-hour transit.
Yeah, it was a while.
So it was a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, show must go on, man.
Show must go on. There's still a lot of news in Singapore.
Yeah.
Interesting ones to discuss.
Yeah, interesting ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the first one, interesting but also a bit gloomy. A bit gloomy that there was a recent survey done by the SNEF, which is the Singapore National Employers Federation, that, highlighted that looking forward towards 2026, more companies are planning to freeze hiring, Terence.
That's right.
But first of all, did you know the SNEF before this?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Not exactly sure what they do, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what they do?
Some employers federation, right?
Yeah, so basically, it was formed in 1953. It was first the Singapore Employers Federation. Basically, yeah, it was to promote and protect the general interests of employers. Because, you have a lot of unions and stuff looking out for employees. This federation is for employers. It became SNEF or SNEF in 1980.
Yeah.
Because it merged the Singapore Employers Federation and the National Employers Council. So there are more than 3,600 members who employ like hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
So they did this survey, and when you hear, more companies planning a hiring freeze in 2026, how does that make you feel, man?
I mean, very in line with what we're hearing on the ground, that the market is soft.
Yeah.
And there's a dark, gloomy clouds ahead, kind of like where we are.
Clouds for how long already?
That's the thing. I think a lawyer recently remarked to me that she feels like every year we've been talking about recession coming, right? But it seems like somehow it's staved off or something else picks up. I think right now, like AI investment is shoring up everything else.
Yeah.
But the day-to-day on the ground experience is I'm hearing a lot of layoffs and a lot of restructurings going on with companies.
I mean, we've seen it in the news also. There was another 33-year-old food brand that just is closing shop in Singapore.
What's it? Which brand is it?
One Eatery or something.
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of many, right? There are all these stories going on right now.
Yeah. Then businesses being sold off and all. So basically, like the highlights of the survey, right?
Yeah.
The 3 in 5 employers are planning a headcount freeze. So it's 58% compared to 50% in 2024 who plan to do a headcount freeze in 2025.
Yeah.
So there's an up there. Smaller employers even more likely to do 63%.
Yeah.
And 1 in 2 employers plan to exercise wage moderation or wage freeze.
Yeah.
Rising manpower cost is still the top manpower challenge. But the good thing is, for the lower wage workers, a lot of employers said they still want to increase it by as much as is recommended in the National Wage Council's recommendations.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, when you... So what you're saying is you're not surprised that the outlook is like that?
Not surprised. The only thing about the survey that surprised me was that, I will not say surprised, but maybe that's just the reality that we're living in now. Employers don't seem to be as enthusiastic about flexible work arrangements as they were previously.
Yeah.
Because I think the statistic is that only 30% of employers now plan to use flexible work arrangements to ease their manpower challenges. That means to attract talent. Previously, it was closer to 50%, so 1 in 2.
Yeah.
Now it's less than 1 in 3. So flexible work arrangements as an incentive for employees or something for your employees, it seems to be going away slowly.
Yeah. So I mean, this is also coming off the back of like the survey we covered last week that talked about the preferences of Singapore employees wanting free lunch and all that.
Correct.
I mean, look at this. Yeah, it's bleak. But it feels like the bad thing would be if people get desensitized to the bleakness, because it feels like it's always bleak.
Yeah. And I guess there are still some bright spots. For example, OpenAI opening a Singapore office, right? I know Nintendo, the console, the game maker Nintendo, the console and game maker, is also setting up office, I think next year in Singapore. They officially have a presence here already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe with some of these new companies coming in and then Singapore being a base for them, it might lead to more opportunities for workers.
More chagi.
More chagi also.
More malatang.
More mala, yeah.
Then what do you call the Szechuan fish?
Exactly.
Chongqing fish.
Yeah, Chongqing fish or
Chongqing fish.
Sichuan grill, that sort of things. So there are still, I mean, other than F&B, right, there are pockets of opportunities elsewhere, if AI or gaming is your thing.
Yeah. At first I was thinking it's Christmas, holidays, then you put out this survey and all. But I mean, the survey was done recently and it's an outlook for 2026, so it makes sense to do it now.
Yeah.
I think in the survey, they didn't talk about the impact of AI. When the president of the SNEF went on CNA also, the host was asking him about AI, but I think this one was not focused on AI lah. It's just asking the employers lah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think for employees or people looking for a job, this can be very disheartening. Because on Reddit, you keep seeing people say that they've been applying to like tens, if not hundreds of companies and not getting any response.
Yeah. Maybe this is like the timing of this is like that kind of like warning shot. You know, guard duty, there's always a warning shot, right? Before you think about, because it's end of the year,
before going on holiday,
before you go on holiday, before YOLOing and, you know, thinking that you're going to resign after you get your bonus next year in January.
2026. It's basically like what we heard during the elections.
Yeah.
You know, you vote now, but got dark clouds. No?
Your dark clouds coming.
Got dark clouds, so you vote wisely.
Yeah. So as you go for your end of year holiday and you're planning to, you know, resign after getting your bonus, you know, take a step back and think about this.
You're thinking about doing that omakase dinner in Japan. You know, maybe just go to the standing sushi bar.
Correct. But speaking of bonus, I mean, but the fact that I think the civil servants' bonuses, end of year bonuses, were a bit higher than what most people expected. I think like 1.3 months or something like that.
1.3 months. Yeah.
Do you think that kind of balances out this bad news here that you're seeing here?
Are there much numbers about the layoffs on the civil service front? Because from what I understand, civil service generally they like, I don't think they fire people. They don't just close shop and let go people.
Yeah.
So I think relatively steady. Probably in the best years, the past few years also, their bonus didn't become like 7 months or something.
Yeah.
So it's always like, it's how you say, it's the steady ship that carries on.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you think that like kind of balances out this news? The fact that civil servants' bonuses were maybe a bit higher than what people expected.
I don't know. I feel civil servants and the civil service is a totally different area compared to like SMEs and private businesses.
Different benchmarks.
Different benchmarks. Cannot different benchmark. Even though the salaries of certain government officials are pegged to private sector.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is also a whole other debate.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one, I honestly don't know how many people would even be reading this, because if you ask everyone, I would imagine that the default status quo answer is that 2026 looks like it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
But then I saw a comment on Reddit, which was quite thought-provoking. It said, instead of saying 3 out of 5 employers are planning a hiring freeze, why not phrase it as 2 out of 5 employers are not planning to do a hiring freeze?
I guess the hiring freeze is a more clickbaity title, right? For sure.
Yeah. Well, why you want people to feel bleak?
I mean, like I said, there's a message that they're trying to send out there to people as well.
Yeah.
To warn them about
as opposed to like the dark clouds are coming. But don't worry, 2 out of 4 employers are still willing to, not impose hiring freeze.
Yeah. I mean, in line with what Lawrence Wong has been saying, right? Don't be too positive about the future. I mean, be cautiously optimistic, but there are dark clouds ahead, like he says.
Yeah. So you think the mandate for Straits Times and all is to, anytime you're titled too positive about the economy, I
think not Straits Times, maybe the survey itself. Surveys always have summaries and they do try to highlight certain things, right? So I think the survey itself is saying something. Yeah,
the survey is saying something. But it's a lot on the cautious outlook. But how do you feel about 2026, man?
Cautiously optimistic. I think 2025 was a strong year, a good year for us.
But
it's not every year that we have a general election and things go through the roof like that, right?
Yeah.
So we remain cautiously optimistic and excited about what comes ahead.
Yeah.
But have to be aware of like the limitations of Singapore as a market as well.
And I think we've been at a place in the past for both Ministry of Finance and like the TV show where things were great and we thought the next year is going to be our year and fucking went to shit.
Yeah.
So cautiously optimistic as well.
Careful.
But I mean, right now in London, the weather also is quite a lot of dark clouds.
Yeah.
Hello there. If you're new to 𝗖𝗵, welcome. We cover the news from every angle, no matter how controversial. And we're going to keep creating the best possible content for as long as possible. So it would mean the world to us if you could hit the subscribe button down below. It's free and it'll really help this podcast continue to grow. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of our journey. If you've been listening to us for a while but haven't yet subscribed, all I can say is, why not? I mean, it's free and it'll take like 2 seconds. So just do it now. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Do it. Okay, I'm not going to stop until you do it. All right, done? Okay, great. Thanks.
So the economy is doing badly, right? All these like the dark clouds ahead. But also doesn't mean that you should go out there and like start, stealing stuff, right? To make up for not being able to afford buying things.
Yeah.
Because there is this story of, a young man who went and just picked some items that he didn't eventually pay for, right?
Yeah.
And he got caught. But what's more interesting is what happened after that, right?
Yeah. Because, we are in the land of CCTVs.
Yeah.
Second only to probably China. But basically, there is this shop on Haji Lane where they were doing their end-of-day check. They realized one of their cameras was missing. They decided to look at the CCTV footage and they saw a young boy, 9-year-old boy, who was with his mom, who very expertly swiped a camera into his pocket before leaving the store. So I think the owner also posted a TikTok because when they tried contacting the person, because they also saw that through the CCTV that they actually bought something. So they looked at the PayNow transaction, they got the number, they tried to contact them for over a month, but they were not responding to any calls or anything. So just trying to find the culprit, trying to find the person who stole it, they uploaded the CCTV footage onto social media. We showed the mom and the young boy. And they soon got a call from the young boy's father, who told them, according to the owner, who didn't sound apologetic, who didn't apologize, and all he did was scold her for uploading the video because his son is a minor. And there are screenshots of the messages. Basically, the father was saying things like, please understand he's 10 years old, this is a crime as per Singapore law. I don't understand how your lawyers didn't know about this. As I told you already, I don't want to escalate this any further. Please remove all photos and videos immediately. As I said, I will settle the minor, and once the IO confirms he is a minor, and also said that, I know my son made a mistake. I would appreciate if we could avoid repeatedly using words like stole or thief. My intention was simply to keep everyone informed so we can resolve this amicably. And in the end, the father paid for the camera after the posts were removed.
A month later, right?
A month later. I mean, they only got in touch with him a month later.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was avoiding the calls. But they uploaded the CCTV footage a month after the crime, and then he reached out. So, but he only paid after they took down the videos.
Yes, that's right. Because initially he wanted to just return the camera rather than pay for it. But given that the camera had been out of their hands for a month already, can't guarantee the condition, so they asked him to pay for it.
So, Terence, the main thing is that he was not happy that they uploaded the CCTV footage, given his son is a minor. What are your thoughts, man?
Firstly, it's like, we're back to the digicam age. I don't know if you saw the pictures in the article. Those are cameras that we used as like maybe back in the early 2000s or something, right? And they were cutting edge technology back then.
And
now they're kind of playthings for 10-year-olds already.
And it was always the next year you see this slimmer camera with more zoom, and you're like, wow, it's a flex, man.
And it's like a 2-inch screen, and to us that was like massive back then. Right?
And then like 3 megapixels will be like, oh shit, walao, look at that.
I remember. So they're back in fashion, and I've seen a lot of young people taking out these digicams around, which is quite interesting to watch. I watch how they use it, and it's like there's almost like it's a deliberately slightly shitty aesthetic to it. Like the quality is shitty, and they like it because it's unpolished like that, right? Whereas they're all carrying iPhone Pro 17. They have it on a sling, but then they take out this shitty digicam. So it's quite funny watching how they use it. But I get the attraction of it, but 10 years old, man, that's pretty young to be doing something like that.
So two things like, you think the father got like a right to make his demands or talk that way, and do you think the store should have uploaded the CCTV footage?
I think the problem was that they weren't able to hear back fast enough, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of in that situation, what else can you do to compel people to react to you, you kind of got to escalate it further. You can't. I mean, you also don't want to go deeper, into a police case and theft and everything like that, right? Especially when it comes to a minor. But if they're not responding to you in an amicable way, then maybe that's the only route they have to take, go to social media and name and shame. Right?
Yeah. So you think the shop didn't do anything wrong?
I mean, they're just trying to protect their property, regardless of the guy's age. They can't verify the age or so, right? Whether you tell the boy is 10 or 12 or whatever, they can't verify it. So they just put up the video of who stole it. That's all they can do, right?
Yeah, they can. Because at first, I also was thinking they didn't do anything wrong. But then, okay, so I assume the kid is visibly, you can tell definitely not a teenager.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah. So then, could an option have been okay, you mask out the face of the kid and you just show the mom? That as an option.
But why do you have to go to so much effort when you are the one who's been wrong?
Yeah.
And a crime has been committed against you. You are the victim, right?
Yeah.
Why is it now that you almost have to protect the perpetrator's identity?
I mean, at the same time, when there are crimes done by people under 16, there's always a gag order, right?
Sure.
So even after they've been convicted of the crime, they don't identify the person because of the gag order.
Yeah.
So in this case, I would assume that even if this person is convicted or tried in court for whatever reason, his name and identity would not be public.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know, because it's one of those things that, I also feel they're the victim, they have every right to, but then trying to be more, objective is there are PDPA laws, there are gag orders in place for crimes involving minors. So this one, maybe they could have blurred out the kid's face.
Really? You think there's a legitimate argument for that? Because you think about it, when a crime like that is committed, right? All you have is CCTV evidence, and you see a mother, looking around, looking distracted while the child takes something. How do you not know that the mother directed the child to take it and go? Right? And how somehow even syndicates, maybe not for shoplifting and all that, but other types of syndicates, whether it's for those, begging syndicates and things like that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times there are children, you go to those other countries, there are children who are acting on orders of their parents, right? Or their guardians or whatever, to actually commit crime.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the crime, because they're children or what, then they are victims and not the person who's being pickpocketed or whatever.
But I mean, even if those people in those syndicates are tried in court, their identity will not be released, right?
Yeah, so that's for the court. That's for the court to decide, right?
Yeah.
But this is not a court, right? This one is the victim trying to get more information, trying to ask for help to get the person to come forward, right?
I mean, I know that if I'm a retailer, I would be more inclined to upload a video like that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, is there cause for blurring out the face? Because at the same time, it is the boy who stole it. So I don't know how zoomed in, how zoomed out, whether you can blur out the face. And that also takes effort, to follow the mask on the face.
Yeah. And I think she mentions also about, at least a shop owner mentions about how difficult it is for retail, right? And I mean, we know somebody who even has a store in the area, right? And a lot of times, he has shown us CCTV footage of errant customers or, in
F&B, just
F&B,
just
people who do things that make his day really tough as a shop owner, right?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you had to blur out the face of every single one of them who comes in because you're not sure of how old they are, whether they're above 18 or something like that. Also a bit unfair to you, right? That
so then if it's a foil,
I mean, we see what the situation is. But like I said, 10 years old, I think you can really take orders from a parent to do something and all that. So you kind of just have to protect yourself, right?
But if you can take orders, then you're saying that it might not be up to them. Or you mean you're saying they're old enough to be no, I'm not going to do it.
Or they could be taking instructions from an adult who's telling them to, when I walk away, you just take the thing and then we can pretend that, you didn't know or something, you didn't know that you had to pay.
But what if she shared the CCTV footage with the police? Did she?
I I think they mentioned that there was an IO.
Yeah, there was an IO.
and everything as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, this store has already had like a lot of thefts, lah. But I mean, going to the father's perspective, I think he behaved like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one it's just damn weird for him to use that tone of voice, and also to not use like stole or thief, lah. Because I mean, the kid did steal, and the kid in that instance is a thief.
Yeah, correct. So funny is like even in a WhatsApp conversation with the dad, you can see she saved the dad's number as thief's father.
Oh, is it? A thief's father.
So outright, she just keeps calling him a thief or so lah.
Thief's father. But I mean, like the video, do you see the video online? The CCTV footage?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, I also didn't see. I don't know whether they took it down or not. But so for you, the retailer, really nothing wrong?
I think not in this case lah. Because it does sound like they were they already had the contact of the person, and that person wasn't being responsive lah, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, unfortunately, you have, versus escalating it further to police and everything, this is the only other option that they have to try and force their hand also lah.
Yeah, I think they don't have the video up. I don't know whether they took it down because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it is a bit much on like to ask the retailer who already fucking lost some shit, got some stuff stolen, to edit the stuff out.
Yeah, correct.
But the father's behavior, no one's shocking, yeah.
I mean, and she was willing to agree to remove the online posts and everything as long as the
that's why they correct. He paid after the things were removed, so you can't find it online anymore lah.
Yeah. So I mean, in some sense, I think she's willing to resolve it amicably.
Yeah.
But there needs to be some urgency on his part lah, right?
Yeah. But it's just weird. I mean, one thing she said that the reason why they wanted to get in touch ASAP was because if they were foreigners, they would be leaving the country lah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you listen to her account. I mean, trusting her account at face value, like what the staff apparently. I mean, they do a check every day because each of these items quite high value, so I don't think they have an infinite amount.
Yeah.
Or a large amount, so they count it and they started panicking when they couldn't find one.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but times are tough lah, walao. And if your kid steals, just accept the fact that in that moment they're a thief.
Yeah.
And they committed a crime.
And you should be thankful if the shop is not like immediately just pursuing police case.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And just quickly try and not sweep it under the carpet, but get it out of the way. If you're really concerned about protecting your child, then you should be acknowledging when a mistake was made, rectify it as quickly as possible with the shop or the retailer. And try to don't be a dick about it. Also, if the person the person is giving you some leeway also lah, right?
Yeah. Oh, but this shop really just sells digicams.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, man.
That was the same reaction.
And it's not even refurbished. It's like brand new, is it?
I think probably got a mixture.
Refurbished.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's very Instagrammable, all these digicams now. No, so they have digicams, camcorders, and photo booths and all that.
Oh, I see.
Very appeals a lot to the young people these days.
Oh, so...
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess in some way taking photos like this in the group, then you'll be the designated photo taker lah.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, interesting. But both like don't point to a very rosy or optimistic future lah.
Yeah, that's true.
For the economy.
Yeah. I mean, we're now in London.
Yeah.
One thing that we've heard before arriving here, everyone's been warning us about like snatch theft, right?
Yeah.
Phone snatch theft and everything.
Yeah.
So we'll see lah. We'll see over the next few days whether we experience anything that, might make this case in Singapore pale in comparison lah. Right?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully by the time we do the live recording on Saturday and meet the 𝗖𝗑𝗵 listeners, we'll have our phones on with us.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Yes. So since we're here, we're still moving forward with the same segments.
Yeah.
What is your one Shiok comment?
My one Shiok comment was, just something to, I guess, respond to on the last episode where we were talking about Anjani Senior, the latest US ambassador to Singapore. I think I made a comment about, the transactional relationships in politics. So a long-time commenter, Mr. Wood _EDMW, said that, not that it is a good thing, but why would familiarity or transactional relationships in politics be surprising to Harish? Even in Singapore politics, relationships matters. Gan Kim Yong said something like he will ask his friend like Lawrence Wong to build walkways. Or in previous governments said vote for them to get priority in upgrading, family members and friends get into high positions, friends get friends with a slap on the wrist and all that. So I mean, of course I do know that relationships in politics are more often than not really transactional. I was just saying that, you have this idealistic view of how politics should be run, how politicians should behave. And even though the reality is very far from the truth, you can still have that idealism, that, people treat each other with respect, with diplomacy, with sincerity. So it was more coming from that angle, which I think kudos to Jungle Jimbo, a long-time commenter, who, said that Harish Chelani isn't an ingenue. I don't know what that means. Do you know? Ingenue.
Ingenue.
Like INGENUE.
I mean, it's a positive thing, right? Oh, sorry, no.
No, isn't an unsophisticated young man lah. So I am a sophisticated young man.
Ingenue, yeah.
Yeah.
Sophisticated or unsophisticated?
No, he's saying I'm not an ingenue.
Yeah. Unsophisticated. I'm seeing the
Google
definition as an innocent or unsophisticated young woman. No, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, regardless, thanks for the comment.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
I think my comment was actually from the episode where we were talking about the Sports Hub now becoming called the Kallang, right? And I think someone on YouTube, Thomas 𝗬𝗵 did raise up a point, like the reason of calling it the Kallang Stadium, or the Kallang, was because of the Kallang Roar in the Kallang Stadium, and because that will help to attract the older generation to actually come back and watch football, right?
Kallang?
Yeah, the Kallang. As in just the idea of the Kallang versus Sports Hub, right? Sports Hub sounds very bureaucratic and all.
Yeah.
But the Kallang really has an emotional attachment for older folks, the Kallang Roar, Kallang Stadium and all.
Yeah.
So that was something I didn't remember that. Yeah, actually it's very difficult to get, I think, older generations to come back and watch football matches, right? For whatever reason, right?
You think?
When you're a bit older, I think generally you got less energy to go and go to stadiums and go and jostle the crowds and all that. But maybe with a name like the Kallang, there's more emotional attachment, and that will make you come out of your shell once in a while more often.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. I mean, don't you excited to go for?
Oh no! I would say also got the thought of crowd, but I don't think it being called the Kallang will reduce the barrier lah.
I mean, even if it's just one more, there's still one more than before, Just
but Sports Hub not the best name lah.
Yeah, Sports Hub is just uninspiring lah.
Sports Hub not the best name.
So that's an interesting perspective also.
But cool. What about your One Shiok Thing, man?
You have yours already?
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, it was a post from October from 𝗬𝗵 which is one of the best blogs ever. It's basically done by this guy who writes thoughts from his life with very funny infographics. I mean, kind of like the oatmeal, except the infographics are way shittier, but that's the appeal of it lah.
Yeah.
So this blog post was called Tales from Toddlerhood, where he talks about having his second baby along with his first baby, who is now a toddler. So in 2023, he wrote a post about having his first baby. Now he's writing about second baby when it's fresh, while the first baby is a toddler lah. So I mean, why I like it is because the titles of each section is like his realizations. You can be simultaneously completely obsessed with and dramatically bored by the same person, i.e. his toddler. Toddlers are dicks. No one wants to see videos of someone else's toddler. Someone else's toddler can ruin your week just by passing a virus or something. So it's just one of those things that very, very well written. If you have a kid, or if you have a kid who's grown up and all, you will relate. And it's just a nice, heartwarming read lah.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, man?
I actually, on the way here, caught an old movie that I thought was pretty interesting. It's actually this old film. Not say old lah, but from 2000, I think the 2000s, by Alfonso Cuarón, the director. It's called Children of Men. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've.
Starring Clive Owen.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about that is it was based on the dystopian future where, the human race has become infertile for 18 years already. And suddenly a pregnant woman appears. And then there's a whole storyline behind that and the politics around that. But what's interesting is that I think that film was released in 2000s. It was set in a dystopian future in 2027. So I think just watching it and just realizing, we're just only about 2 years away or a year and a half away from that period. What are some interesting things happen there? And actually, there's a very big theme of immigrants now being rounded up and blamed for the world's problems, right? And then them having an uprising and coming back and fighting against the authorities. So you look at stuff going on in the US and all. Actually, we're not far off from that dystopia, Yeah.
Well, normally
they even made even the movie they made something about a pandemic happening in the early 2000s. They kind of said that there's a pandemic where a lot of babies also died and things like that. And so there were a few things that I saw. I was like, wow, they actually. They foresaw some things that were actually going to happen.
Well, normally planes, I thought the convention would be you watch uplifting movies.
Oh, no. Yeah,
you like to go deep and dark.
Deep and dark. But it has to be something that I've watched before. I really don't like to watch new movies that I've not seen before on planes. It's just a shitty experience.
That movie also was famous, or is famous for a few certain one-take shots, right?
Yeah. Before one-take shots became every film has already, right?
So and you see the behind the scenes, I watched Superman on a Plane, which is a new movie.
Oh, yes.
The latest one.
Yeah.
It's alright lah.
It's alright.
It's alright. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Is this the first episode we've recorded overseas?
No.
Where both of us are overseas?
Yes, probably.
I think I've recorded with you when I was in Penang in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Wow.
This is the first episode.
I was just thinking, I know we were in London before, but at that point in time, we were not recording 𝗟𝗵 yet.
Yeah, 𝗟𝗵 was not even born yet.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the first 𝗟𝗵 ever recorded overseas.
Yeah.
Wow, new chapter. Crazy. In a super glamorous hotel room.
Yeah. And there's going to be so many firsts on this trip. The first live 𝗟𝗵, in
overseas.
Overseas, yes, overseas.
Yeah.
First time meeting, listeners of 𝗟𝗵 overseas like that as well.
Yeah.
Right. And then other things as well, which will come up soon.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, we're going to be recording with someone who's been on the podcast before.
Yes.
We're not going to say who, but maybe long-time listeners, you might be able to guess given where we are.
Yeah.
But exciting week lah.
Wow. A lot more.
Yeah, tomorrow morning in about how many hours? In 5 hours plus, we'll be getting on a train.
Yeah. Well, we're not the only ones. Our teammates also.
Yeah, literally someone is there. And our team in Singapore, who's going to be editing this after this. Lots of things happening. But if you enjoyed this episode, if you want to see more than what we're doing this week, please follow us on social media on TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, and Telegram. We have a weekly newsletter where we consolidate all our One Shiok Things. It's called Your Little Bit. You can sign up for it at 𝗟𝗵.com. Our merch sales is going on for another day and a half, or basically till 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, 4th December. Singapore time.
You're getting confused about the Singapore time and
time, right? Singapore time. If you order it by then, you will get it by Christmas. So if you need a Christmas gift, why not? And what else, Terence?
If you want to work with us, check out, email us at contact@ministryoffunny.com or check out ministryoffunny.com. There's a contact us page there.
Sweet. Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll talk to y'all very soon.
Signing out from London, yo.